Hey, this is Pierre Draco talking. Do you know that you have a tool called Microsoft 365 Chat that is your open gate to the Microsoft 365 world in your tenant? You can have access to anything, ask any question about anything, email, Teams messages, documents, etc. So this is instead of doing something with Copilot in Word or in Excel or in PowerPoint or in Outlook or in Teams, you can prompt and ask, for everything. So I think what will be very popular is, catching up or summarizing. So let's try to catch up on the latest message from, and so you can use a slash sign to find, search within targeting people or files or meetings or emails. So here I'm gonna use myself, and I can see, what were the latest information that were in emails and chat that where I'm connected, and it will bring back an answer with references that will help you to decide if the result of the prompt is good or not. So always have in mind that um, you know Copilot might make mistakes. It does actually make mistakes. So you need to check the sources, and you have the sources here. You can see an extract of here. It's an email, and you also have all the references here. So you see all the information here. So that's pretty powerful. It's really a gateway, and you can create a new chat every time if you want to clear. And if you want to keep asking questions and fine tune your questions, have a dialogue with Copilot, you stay in the same chat. If you want to change the subject, you just need to clear a new chat. So it really opens to a lot of things. You can, as I said, target a person. So I'm not sure. I'm going to do the same thing with somebody else. So you have templates already made. You can use these templates. I don't think Noah has in this environment really discussed with me, but we can try. Um, so apparently we collaborated on the document. So and I can see the document here. I can open the document. I can see chat with me. So there were some interactions. So, but it can be very useful in your production environment. I don't do this demo in my production environment because I don't want to show you maybe data that I shouldn't show to everybody. But that's really very powerful. It's really the gateway to everything. And if you're not sure what prompt you can use, you can go there and find the prompt depending on what you want to do. If you want to catch up, create or ask, you have some examples, and you can, you know, for example, this is a good one. Um, you might be inspired by some of the prompts. So it's really, it can do chat GPT work, but it also can do, um, you know, it can ask not only to create something from nothing, from a prompt, but it creates some content based on the documents that are stored on your email that are stored in Microsoft 365 without losing the security of it. Because if you don't have access to those documents, you won't see any results. So it's really helping people, empowering people to do a faster analysis of their documents, their email, or creating faster with more appropriate information. And you can focus on what is valuable for you. You don't have to take it for granted, and you might want to check if this is correct. So I don't know here, writing a proposal, I don't know where it's coming from. So it's coming from LinkedIn Learning. So even it was able to index LinkedIn Learning. So pretty powerful tool. But I wanted to show you something that people might not know or might have not noticed is actually when you're in a browser. So early on, I created a video on um, not being able to proofread an email. So actually, I found a way to do it. Uh, so you can, if you right click here, you can ask Copilot. When you do that, actually, it launches the same chat Copilot here for Microsoft 365. You see there's a work version and a web version. So you want to use the work version. And you can say, so unfortunately, I don't know why, but uh, this, when I select this, it doesn't go into the chat, but might come. And so maybe now I can ask Copilot to answer this question. Answer this question. So I show an example where it was add a suggestion of answer. Here I can have a probably a longer answer, and I can also leverage in my answer some content. That's the difference between. So let's see if I can ask, do you have any suggestion of documents I can join to the answer? PowerPoint deck will be preferred. So let's see if you can find in my environment where I have access to any file that will talk about Teams for channels. I'm not sure if there's something in my environment talking about that, but that's, I hope it will come directly in email. Apparently, there's no content. So let me find something else. Um, so imagine I have a content on Teams Premium. Can you find a content on Teams Premium? Because I think I have one. Premium. Uh, PowerPoint. So actually, right-clicking, ask Copilot, open it, and then you can have the same chat engine that I showed you earlier, uh, where I can find the document. And when I click on the document, I'm in my tenant. I'm not outside. It's secure. Every time I type something, it tells you work, content, and chat cannot be outside your organization. So that's a way where I can find pretty quickly, what I need depending on what I have access to, what I'm discussing. So that was the use of Copilot Microsoft 365 Chat. It's here. You can find it here. You can't find it if you right click. No, oops. If you right click, let's take a page here. If I have done this same thing, I can ask Copilot. It will open. Let's close it. I can ask Copilot. Let's be sure you're on work. The toggle is on work. And then I can type my question. I will hope that someday what I selected will come in the question here. So I can, start my prompt, but I can just copy paste. And it also exists in Teams. You have on top of your Teams, you have a chat where you can ask the questions. Same thing. Uh, find me Teams meeting best practices PowerPoint. I hope there is one. I think there was one, but I have some doubt now. PowerPoint. So different ways to trigger the Microsoft 365 chat, and it's the really the trick is when you're on the web somewhere, you can right click and ask Copilot, and it will open the chat for Copilot. Just be sure to be in the work. If you're doing a web, it will only browse the web. and it probably will be less secure. So you want to stay in the work. And here I have two references: calendar meeting etiquette. And so if I click, you can see I'm in the tenant. Hope this was insightful.